In the first part of this series, we will go over the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, with details of his early and late life. Muhammad was born in the year 570 CE to the Banu Hashim clan of the Quraysh tribe, one of Mecca's prominent families. His father Abdullah died almost 6 months before Muhammad was born. According to Islamic tradition, Muhammad was sent to live with a Bedouin family in the desert, as desert life was considered healthier for infants. Muhammad stayed with his foster mother, Halimah bint Abi Dhuayb, and her husband until he was 2 years old. At the age of 6, Muhammad lost his biological mother, Amina, to illness and was raised by his paternal grandfather, al-Muttalib, until he died when Muhammad was 8. He then came under the care of his uncle Abu Talib, the new leader of the Banu Hashim clan. Whilst still in his teens, Muhammad accompanied his uncle on trading journeys to Syria, gaining experience in commercial trade, which was the only career open to him as an orphan. Islamic tradition states that when Muhammad was either 9 or 12, while accompanying a caravan to Syria, he met a Christian monk or hermit named Bahira, who is said to have foreseen Muhammad's career as a prophet of God. Little is known of Muhammad during his later youth. Available information is fragmented, and it is difficult to separate history from legend. It is known that he became a merchant and was involved in trade between the Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Due to his upright character during this time, he acquired the nickname al-Amin, meaning faithful, trustworthy, and al-Sadiq, meaning truthful. Muhammad worked as a trader for Khadija, a widow, until he married her in 595 CE at the age of 25. The marriage lasted for 25 years and was reported to be a happy one. Muhammad relied upon Khadija and did not enter into a marriage with another woman during his first marriage. After Khadija's death, Khawla bint Hakim suggested that Muhammad should marry Sauda bint Zama, a Muslim widow, or Aisha, daughter of Rahman and Abu Bakr of Mecca. According to a text collected by historian Ibn Ishaq, Muhammad was involved with the well-known story about setting the black stone in place in the wall of the Kaaba in 605 CE. The black stone, a sacred object, had been removed to facilitate renovations to the Kaaba, and the leaders of Mecca could not agree on which clan should have the honour of setting the black stone back in its place. They agreed to wait for the next man to come through the gate and ask him to choose. That man was the 35-year-old Muhammad, 5 years before his first revelation. He asked for a cloth and put the black stone in its centre. The clan leaders held the corners of the cloth, and together they carried the black stone to the right spot. Then Muhammad set the stone in place, satisfying all those who were present. When he was nearly 40, Muhammad began spending many hours alone in prayer and speculating over the aspects of creation. He was concerned with the ignorance of divine guidance, social unrest, injustice, widespread discrimination, fighting amongst tribes, and abuse of tribal authorities prevalent in pre-Islamic Arabia. The moral degeneration of his fellow people and his own quest for true religion further lent fuel to this, with the result that he began to withdraw periodically to a cave called Mount Hira, 3 miles north of Mecca, for contemplation and reflection. During this period, Muhammad began to have dreams replete with spiritual significance that were fulfilled according to their true import. This was the commencement of his divine revelation. Islamic tradition holds that during one of his visits to Mount Hira in the year 609 CE, the angel Gabriel appeared to him and commanded Muhammad to recite verses that would later be included in the Quran. Upon receiving his first revelations, Muhammad was deeply distressed when he returned home. He was consoled and reassured by his wife Khadijah. Muhammad feared that others would dismiss his claims as evidence of him being possessed. On the other hand, Shia tradition maintains that Muhammad was neither surprised nor frightened at the appearance of Angel Gabriel, but rather welcomed him as if he was expected. Between 625 and 630 CE, there were a series of battles fought between the Meccans and Muhammad and the new Muslim community. Eventually, Muhammad was victorious and re-entered Mecca in 630 CE. These battles will be covered further in the next video of the series. One of Muhammad's first actions was to purge the Kaaba of all of its idols. Before this, the Kaaba was a major site of pilgrimage for the polytheistic religious traditions of the Arabian Peninsula and contained numerous idols of pagan gods. The Kaaba is believed to have been built by Abraham, or Ibrahim, as he is known in Arabic, and his son Ishmael. The Arabs claim descent from Ishmael, the son of Abraham and Hagar. The Kaaba then became the most important centre for pilgrimage in Islam. In 632 CE, Muhammad died in Medina. Muslims believe that he was the final in a line of prophets which include Moses, known as Musa, Abraham, known as Ibrahim, and Jesus, known as Isa.